What's going on, guys? Jason Moss here. Today I want to show you my favorite social media posting tool. So if you want to go out there and make a post here about Bigfoot and post it to your Twitter, your Facebook, your LinkedIn, your Google My Business, your Pinterest, whatever, you can do that with one post and just shoot it out to all your different accounts. Makes it very, very simple and easy. But this is mainly for businesses, of course, so you guys don't have to go around to all your different business accounts and do this. Just having a little fun with Bigfoot here. But I just posted this video in our Investor Carrot Facebook group, but I want to include it here for everybody on YouTube because it is very, very powerful. It's very, very important to get this out here. But if you guys have questions, let me know, but let's roll the video. Hey everybody, Jason Moss here. Today I want to show you my favorite social media posting tool. So I made that post in the Carrot group the other day, and I don't remember how many comments it was, but there was a lot of people that were saying they wanted to see it, and I've had some other people ask in the past before, but always wanted to make this video but just never got around to it. So I want to do that now, and I actually have some big news about it. Okay, because first off, even before my first off, I'm not selling you anything here today. Okay, this is a 100% free tool. There are paid versions of the tool if you need those extra features, but everything I'm showing you today is on the free version of the tool. Okay, and that's why I like it so much. To be clear, I do have the paid version only because I bought this. It was an AppSumo deal, it was a lifetime deal. I bought it years ago. But once again, everything that I'm showing you here can be done on the free version of the tool. Okay, now back to my first off that I was going to say. I just got an email from this company yesterday, which is very ironic since I just made this post. I got the email, it was actually this morning, and they're saying they're changing the different plans. Okay, long story short, I emailed them back and forth to make sure what was going on before I told you about this tool. So you don't get in on it now and then it changes for you later. But they're changing their plans in 2 weeks. Okay, everybody that's in on it now will be grandfathered in, and that includes the free version. Okay, so even though if you're signed up on a free version, they're not going to make you upgrade to their new free version. All right, because technically they're downgrading things. They're taking away some of the social accounts that you can post to. You know, because they're scaling up, they're doing more, they're adding features, so they have to either, you know, take away resources or jump up the price. So once again, if you get this within the next 2 weeks, even if you're on the free version, you're going to be grandfathered in, and you will keep all the same features that you have today, that you would have, you know, or that you're not going to have in the future. Okay, so let's since we're past that, let's go over the other companies that are in this space. All right, because what you see here on the screen, this is Hootsuite. All right, now this is nothing new. There's social media posting tools out there for years now, and hopefully you guys know about these, because you know, you shouldn't be making all of your posts manually on all of your different business accounts. That takes way too much time. If you are, this video is going to be awesome. All right, but these companies have been around for a while. Now, Hootsuite is a very, very large company. They're one of the biggest and one of the oldest ones. But as you can see, their plans start at $49 a month. You get 10 accounts. And check this out. What you don't see here is Google My Business. Okay, now that is the most important one. All right, there's a lot of these companies out there, and very few work with Google My Business. I don't know why, but they don't want to write it into their code. Okay, so this one is instantly a no, because here's the thing, guys. We want to make sure we're posting to our Google My Business, our Facebook business account, our LinkedIn company page account, our Twitter account, and then also like our Instagram. You can even do like Pinterest, of course. Okay, so those are like the main tier 1 accounts that we always want to be posting to. So Hootsuite, we don't like these guys because they don't do Google My Business, so we'll just close them out. Another one that is very big is Buffer. Okay, a lot of you guys might be familiar with Buffer. I know a bunch of you guys that actually use Buffer, and Buffer is free. Okay, for the first 3 channels. All right, so 3 accounts. All right, but if you scroll on down, you'll notice, where is it? Buffer does not include Google My Business. So they do Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Pinterest, but they do not do Google My Business. So they are a no to me, all right, because they don't even do the platform to begin with. Social Pilot is another big one. It's more so made for agencies that are managing a lot of clients, kind of like myself, but they do have a professional plan for someone very small, just like a single business. And they allow 7 social media accounts, and they do allow Google My Business. You can see they do G&B, even Tumblr, Instagram, Pinterest, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, all of those. But it's $35 a month, okay? If we can save money, why not? So we don't want them. Now, I saw one other guy, Kelly, he's actually in the Carrot group. He was talking about this one that he found yesterday, One Up app. Like I was saying, there's a bunch of these out here, but they only allow 2 social accounts on the free version. All right, they do the G&B, but it's only 2 social accounts. Okay, we want more. And even when you jump up to the $18 a month plan, it's only 3 social accounts. All right, so we definitely want more. So the tool that I use, all right, is a tool called Publer. All right, it's a very weird name. It's Publer.io. All right, and it's awesome. Okay, I'm gonna go through all of it with you. Let me pull up their pricing page. All right, of what you currently get. Okay, to compare apples to apples. So currently their free plan, all right, you get 5 social accounts, which is huge. A lot of guys only do 2 or 3 on the free version. Now, as you can see, they do allow Facebook, Insta, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Google My Business. They even do WordPress, Telegram, which you probably don't use, and they're even working on some other ones like Tumblr and something else. I forget what it was. But main thing is, your tier 1, those 5 social accounts, you can do all of those. It's 100% free. You get a lot of other features as well, which, let me be the first to say, I do not use all of the features. Okay, I am not going to go over all the features in this video. I can't even begin to do that. I'm just going to show you how I use it for what we do. Okay, and then you can get in here, you can sign up for a free account, you can play around with it, figure it out for your own, your own workflow. Okay, but the free version is plenty for most people. You can see that they do have a $10 a month plan and a $20 a month plan, and it gives you a lot more features. Okay, and I believe you can adjust this. Yes, and depending on how many accounts that you need, that price goes up a little bit. So it just really depends, all right, on what you're doing. But once again, everything I'm showing you is going to be on this free account. So the biggest time saver with this, all right, is make one post and you can post to everything, right? So I'm going to show you how to do that and what we do. Now, as you can see, we have a lot more accounts loaded in here, okay? Because we're running multiple businesses and we just have a lot more accounts in here. All right, so don't really worry about that. You guys will have like your 4 or 5 over here on the left-hand side. Now, I'm not going to go through and show you how to connect an account. It's actually very, very simple. When you get in here, you go over to accounts, okay? And you simply click on add an account, and it very, very easily walks you through it. It does not even need a video for this. You simply just click on what kind of account you're trying to add, whether it's a Facebook page, a location, or a group. For you guys doing the business pages, it's going to be your page, okay? And then your LinkedIn company profile, your company pages, it's going to be the pages, right? Same thing with all of these. It pops up a window, it has you do a little quick authorization, and bing bada boom, it's done, right? So it's very simple, okay? So once you have your accounts loaded, which you guys will only be doing maybe 4 or 5 or something like that, okay? Then you have these options, okay? Now, like I said, I don't use all the features with this. There's so many different things that this thing can do. It's crazy, but I'm just going to show you how I do it. So we're going to come over here to create, and we're going to create a post. All right. So as you can see, we have your standard window. This is a pretty standard window that, you know, a lot of social medias, you know, things they look like. Everybody knows how to use this, right? So what kind of post do we want to make? I want to make I'm just going to post a picture. So I'm going to click on that, and you can see instantly there's a lot of options in here. All right, you can upload images from external URLs. You can import from your G Drive, Dropbox, Unsplash, your library on Publer. Like, you can upload photos to the library. You can even connect your account with Canva or Vista Create. Crazy stuff. We love Canva, and I haven't even connected these two. So that's another option, right? So I'm going to select here and just pull one off of my computer. And we're going to grab this photo here. All right, this is a little ranking report thing. And it shows you some of the rankings that we got for a client. So this is just a photo post that I want to make on all of our accounts. Okay. And over here, all of your accounts, yours will be a lot more streamlined, of course, because you only have a couple in here. You can group these accounts if you want, or you don't have to. I already have mine grouped, so I'm gonna click on mosstech, and you can also just manually click on these one by one. So it sorts them over here by account. Like, these are all the Facebook accounts, these are all the LinkedIn accounts, all the Pinterest accounts, right? So it's clicked all of my mosstech accounts. So as you can see right here, it's posting to my Facebook Moss Technologies page, my Google My Business, my LinkedIn company page, Pinterest, and Twitter. All right. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, posting to Pinterest is it can be a little funky, can be a little weird, because Pinterest wants different size images than most other social platforms. And you're not really making a post, you're really just posting a photo. So Pinterest can be a little funky. You know, a lot of times I don't even post to Pinterest, but you can play around with it. And let's just make this post here. Here's another great rankings report for our client. If you want to see success like this, reach out immediately. If you want to see success like this for your let's throw some keywords in here for your We Buy Houses company. Reach out immediately. And let's do hashtag real estate investors, right? Yeah, because that's my target. That's my client, right? Yours is obviously going to be a little bit different for whatever you guys post, all right? But we're making this post on all of our social accounts with our picture, okay? If you want to see success like this, all right? We can also drop a link. Of course we want to drop a link, right? All right, so now we have a link back to our website as well. So the post is made, and you can see it's posting to all of these, but what does the post actually look like? Okay, and this is where Publer gets very awesome, okay? Because first off, you can come down here and you can customize the post for each network, all right? Now, as you can see, it has the image over here, so you know that the image is being posted everywhere. And now you can tweak this if you want. You don't have to. Okay, you can leave it as is. But if maybe you wanted to put some other things on, the Facebook post that weren't on the G&B post, or vice versa on the LinkedIn or Twitter or whatever, you can do that if you want. Okay, and each post will be unique. You can also hit the preview button. Okay, and yeah, so the Pinterest, all right, see the Pinterest, you have to do a little bit extra work, and it can be, like I said, a little funky here and there. And you have to put the title on the Pinterest because a pin is just different than a social post. All right, so that is done. Now let's hit preview here. Okay, yeah, see, I haven't even set this up for mosstech. I did it for the other one. So let's go back here. We will just unselect the Pinterest account for now. Okay, so let's just post to these 4. All right, so let's go back over to the preview window so we can see how this looks. And this is pretty sweet, all right, because we know every social media site is a little bit different, and this really gives you an insight on how it's going to look, all right? So as you can see, that is the Facebook. Here's your Google My Business, how it's going to look. LinkedIn post, all right? You can also toggle on the mobile versions, and you can see what it looks like on mobile, right? So looks pretty sweet. All right, so we can hit close. All right, and now this is ready to go. Now, like I said, there are a lot of other options that you can play with. There are signature options, there are watermark options, there's even location options, which actually, yeah, Facebook and Twitter do it. So check this out. So you can tag your GMB, all right, your Google My Business location. So you can tag that, and that's just extra little SEO points for you, right? Oh, Twitter's different. Twitter doesn't do the GMB. Facebook does. So we'll just get rid of that. So we'll hit save. But now that Facebook post is tagged to that GMB location, all right? So you can do that. You can add signatures, watermarks, auto shares, delay between accounts if you don't want to post it automatically. Okay, you can even hit schedule. All right, and you have lots of different options. You can schedule these for like a one-time post. You can do recurring posts, recycle posts. You can go in and read about every single one of these options. That's completely up to you. So basically, auto schedule or recycle, I forget what it is, but you can make one post today and have it post the same exact post every single month on the same day if you want. If you had, a post that would make sense every single month. So there's lots of options with it, okay? And guys, please forgive me if I'm mentioning some of these features that might be on a paid plan versus the free plan. It's hard for me to keep track of that. But once again, like I said, I don't use any of these crazy features, okay? I just make a post and then I post it. So you can do all this on the free version. This is very, very simple. So if we hit on this, hit post. All right, it's going to do its thing. It's very, very quick. And I already have these accounts loaded up here, and I'll refresh them. So successfully posted, okay? So it is done, right? Now, if we go back over to the Facebook page, all right, let's hit refresh. Because as you can see, it is not there at the moment. This will refresh, and there's our post, all right? So our post is made. If we go over to our LinkedIn and hit refresh, and I'll go over here and hit refresh as well on the Google My Business. So LinkedIn is going, All right, and on the LinkedIn, you can see that it posted just fine. If we go back over to Google, you can see, if you scroll down to our Google My Business, you can see that there it is. It just made our post on G&B. So how much time did I just save there, right? I just saved all the time of logging into each one of these accounts and making an individual post, uploading a photo to each single platform, typing out on each single platform. I made one post and I pushed it everywhere. So the amount of time that you can save is huge, especially if you set up like recurring ones and ones that recycle. You can save even more time, of course. All right, so very, very simple. Hopefully that makes sense. A few other tidbits about Publer. They are in the process, this was in their email this morning, they're in the process of creating an app. Right now they just have the mobile website, which the mobile website is actually phenomenal. It works perfectly fine. It's not hard to use at all, even though it's on mobile. But they have an app coming out as well for Apple and Android. So that's, I haven't even seen it yet, but I'm sure it'll be great. Their support is pretty awesome. They responded yesterday within a matter of 2 minutes with just a simple little question I had. So yeah, I mean, it's an awesome little tool. It's free. And oh, the free thing that they were telling me about is right now you can do 5 accounts. Okay, they're gonna knock it down to 3. So that's why it's important to get it right now, because you know, if you only have 3 accounts, you only be able to do like maybe your Google My Business, Facebook, and LinkedIn. You won't be able to do Twitter, and you won't be able to do Pinterest or one of the other ones. So yeah, hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully this is helpful. That is how I use it. Like I said, there's a lot more options. I want to check on something real quick here because yes, so they're also in the process of getting Reddit and Tumblr that you can post to as well. I don't use this to post to YouTube. You can't really do it, I believe. I looked that up. Whenever I post a YouTube video, I will then take that YouTube link and then I'll just make a post and post it everywhere. So that's how I use it. But you guys can get in there, play around with it. Just go to publer.io. At least get the free version. Even if you're not going to mess with this right now, maybe it's something you want to mess with a month or 2 months from now, go ahead, go to publer.io, get the free account right now so you get grandfathered in on their plan where it gives you 5 accounts. Okay? But if you guys got questions, let me know. I'm happy to help. Yeah, hopefully this is helpful. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.